You here already, Blake? You usually don't come until... Oh! Oh. Sorry. I thought you were someone else. No one else but Blake really comes in here. Why are you laughing? That Blake. They always do stuff like this. Send someone else in when I'm expecting them and have me embarrass myself. Although, I don't think I've ever seen you in the student council. Oh, you're new here. Well, I'm Bertie. I'm the library assistant here, so if you need to check out any books, you can do it with me. Yeah, nice to meet you too. This is so awkward. What? No, I didn't say anything. So, where are you from? Oh, really? My mom is actually from that area. A little south from there. Sorry. I'm really bad at small talk. Why did I become the library assistant? Well, it gave me a good chance to read and study. This place is nice and quiet since there's very rarely ever people here. It's paid off until now, since I'm currently the valedictorian. Out of curiosity, how are your grades? I imagine they're pretty good since you voluntarily came to the library the first semester. Oh, another smart kid on campus. Maybe I'll have some competition for valedictorian. Or... No, I'm not really looking for a rival. Maybe instead we can study together one day. It's always nice to bounce thoughts off of someone else. So... Do you want to study together? You do? All right then. Do you want to get started right now, or do you want to meet here after classes? All right then. I've got a class that's starting in an hour anyway. I guess I'll meet you here after classes? Say about 7? Oh, is that mine or... Oh, it's yours. Oh, you gotta get to class, okay. Don't want to be late on your first day. Do you know where your class is? I figured Blake gave you a tour, but if you need... Oh, you do know where it is. Oh, good. Well, I guess I'll see you tonight. Here, in the library. Yeah. See you later. Oh, hey there! You actually came. What? No, I didn't say anything. Let's get started. I would ask you what your best subjects are, but we have a quiz next week in physics, so I'm going to recommend we start with that. Make sure you know everything we've been taught. The quiz will be going over vectors. Did you learn those yet? You learned a little? Well, I guess we can start from there. Here, let's try this practice question. Yeah. So we have a man who weighs 75 kilograms riding an elevator while on a scale. If the scale reads 850 newtons of force, at what rate is the elevator accelerating upwards? Oh, you didn't learn this yet. Okay, let me walk you through it. For questions like this, it's best to draw your forces first. In this case, we have the force of gravity pulling down and the elevator pulling up. Since the man is accelerating faster, draw that line a little longer Does that make sense? All right, good. So we know the total force acting on him is the difference between the force pushing him upwards and the force of gravity pulling him downwards. So we can plug that into the equation of force equals mass times acceleration. We can set the equation as the force of the elevator minus the force of gravity equals mass times acceleration. Still following here? Okay. Then we can plug in what we know. We know the force pulling upwards is 850 newtons. So we can put that in the equation. We don't know the force of gravity, but we can solve for it by multiplying the man's weight, 75 kilograms, and multiply by the acceleration caused by gravity, which is 9.8 meters per second squared, right? Now that we have those two numbers, we subtract the result of 750 times 9.8 from 850. Now we just need to solve for the acceleration. And all we have to do for that is divide the mass, once again being 75, from both sides of the equation. That isolates the acceleration on one side of the equation. So what do we get when we do that? Don't worry, you can use a calculator. The teacher allows them during quizzes and tests. You got 1.5333, threes repeating forever. Yeah, that's correct. You only need the 1.5. That's all the teacher ever puts on the quizzes. Do you think you could work through this next problem by yourself? Okay, then, you work through a few of those. I'm going to pull up my notes so we can figure out what you know and don't know. Okay, now where is my notebook? Here it is. Oh, you have a question? What is it? Oh yeah, for this one, since there's not vertical acceleration, the lines will be equal. Wow. We've been at it for a while. What time is... Oh my God, I'm so sorry I've kept you for so long. Your dorm mate must be worried. No, the library is open until 11. Oh, you told your roommate you'd be late. Oh, that's good at least. Well, I still think we should finish up for the day. You have to be getting hungry, and I'm getting hungry too. I haven't had anything since lunch. Let's get out of here, and I'll lock up for the day. Yeah, I have a key to this place. Perks of being a library assistant. I get one when I work the night shift. Plus, I'm here all the time reading, so I get to keep the key on my person at all times, as long as I behave with it. We can study here whenever we want, even on weekends, assuming I'm not working. I mean, well, I meant only if you want to, that is. I'm not going to make you study with me. Oh, you will? Okay then, sounds good. But we can't do it for this Sunday. I'm working that day. I use the library to read to the kids from out of town. I do it for the last Sunday of each month, so we won't be able to meet then, unless... Did you want to come volunteer with me? We could always use more hands, and it'll count towards your volunteer and, I assume, honor roll requirements. I thought so. So, what do you say? Want to come help me out? You will? Oh, thank you so much. I've needed another helper for a few months now, but everyone else has already chosen their volunteer activities. You're a lifesaver. I was getting more kids than I could handle. All right, so it starts Sunday at 2 p.m. But if you can get here closer to 1:30 so we can set up, that'll be ideal. All right, I'll see you then. Well, I guess I'll see you the next couple of days as well. But I will also see you this Sunday. Yeah. See you then.